Hello, Blue Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Wargroove with me. Last episode, I was reviewing the footage, and I noticed the game audio was a little bit loud again. I don't know, sometimes games are just tweaky. It's like, the overworld music is nice and quiet, but in the middle of a battle, the music volume goes up significantly. So anyway, I apologize if that turned any of you off last episode. Anyway, I redid the battle once or twice, and I got 3 stars and A by doing it in 6 turns instead of 8. So, I mean, it's still an S rank. I don't see any gold. Anyway, let's go to the other side quest. Unhappy with Sedge's deception, Greenfinger confronts the wayward commander.
Sedge.
We need to talk. What were you thinking, attacking those humans completely unprovoked?
The hunt.
Sedge was hunting! Sedge found his prey! Greenfinger thinks we should temper ourselves, be diplomatic. Florin are hunters, Florin are killers! Greenfinger is nothing but a wilted coward.
No.
Too long have I turned a blind eye to your savage nature.
That's enough.
This is it, Sedge. You are banished.
No.
Sedge isn't going anywhere. Maybe it's time for a new ruler of the Gloom Woods. Oh, so we get to play as a plant person today, guys.
Sedge.
Retreat, Sedge. We need not fight this battle. I hear fear in Greenfinger's voice. If you will not listen to reason, I must resort to force. Good, Sedge is ready. Oh, this is an interesting turn. Okay, so we've got Sedge over here. A vicious Florin. I just want to see what his move is so that I'm prepared. Because I don't think he used it last time. So if he hits a target for 35% damage, they're dead? Oh no, he hits a target for 35% damage. If he's killed, then we don't lose the groove. And it's very slow. So it's just like a finisher. It's a guaranteed 35%, which would be terrible against a lot of enemies. But pretty good against like really defensive high HP enemies. And then you could finish them off. And if he finishes them off, he can just hop around killing stuff. Interesting. It's the slowest charging, one of the slowest charging moves in the game. Doesn't sound very good. Oh! It can be expended to do it without suffering a counter. So you kind of have a choice. Use it on a full HP enemy to get some damage done without a counter attack, or try to finish stuff off. Okay, that's kind of neat. And then don't I, now that I'm playing as Greenfinger for the first time, he has a special move too. So he makes the wall of stuff, right? Wild growth. There's 4 tiles, 5 tiles. So you can make a little wall that they have to hack their way through it. Okay. Probably we have to hack our way through it too. Okay, so let's see here. Basically, we got 2 barracks. This might be our largest unit, our largest map yet. We don't have the Titans or Giants, but we've got the tree version of the Trebuchet, the Knight, the Archer, the Wagon. That's cute. It's got a little mushroom hat. Quagmuts, the Stabber, Slasher, Stabber. We got some interesting names. I assume they work essentially the same as the other, the other group. Well, let's I forget. I think barracks give you income just like any other building, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're getting 200 gold, 100 from our strongholds, and then another 100 from this. Maybe. I was just deciding whether or not we wanted to prioritize, you know, which building. I think getting the barracks first is probably sensible. We can spam out some cheap soldiers. This will be the first time we've ever had 2 barracks to kind of balance out. So I've got $100. I guess you can't recruit the first turn. So there's not a lot else we can do on turn 1 except recruits. Well, Quagbots are quick, but they can't capture. Okay, do I need... I mean, I've got a soldier up here to capture. We're going to be fighting it out probably on the middle island for the most part. How do I want to do this? I'm probably going to move Greenfinger forward. Maybe I'll recruit a slasher next turn to back cap. And then this one we're going to want to move forward. We don't actually need the Quagmuts as much because we don't have Fog of War, which is great. I'm just going to recruit a normal slasher. We're just going to spam out a few easy, cheap infantry first. Save up our money, but get some basic units. Also, we don't need to watch capturing every single city. That's fine. Yeah, I definitely want to be moving forward to get to these. I'd like to get those 2 towns before the enemy if possible.
This place will do nicely.
Alright, so I'm going to definitely recruit a slasher from here to back cap and then start catching up. And I've got another 100. I'm just going to spend my money for now. I could save up, but I think it's better maybe early. I mean, it's possibly better early on to get more units out. Not that slashers are particularly strong, but, you know, cheap. Okay, get our money, get our income up. And on the plus side, like, Greenfinger should be able to slaughter anybody in... Like, if Sedge doesn't move up, we'll be able to take care of their cheap infantry, like, pretty easily. So this puts us at 4 slashers. That seems like maybe enough. I could recruit 2 stabbers. And I kind of like putting these guys out in pairs so they can start making pike walls. At least pairs, if not 3 or 4. You can make a pike square, a pike formation, a 2x2. I see they got an archer. Alright, so he's not going to be able to attack us this turn. But next turn is... Please capture. Next turn's where the heat starts going on, everybody.
This place will do nicely.
Greenfinger thinks he can intimidate Sedge. Sedge will show Greenfinger how a real Florin hunts.
I will not let you continue down this path of destruction. It's time to leave, Sedge. Sedge is having none of it. Alright. Start moving up. So I'm thinking... If Greenfinger's down here, I might kind of funnel the swordsman to help him out, if possible. And then have the pikemen kind of take the north route. At least to start with. I'm going to get out 2 more pikes. I feel like 4 pikemen should be enough to hold for a fair while. Unless they get a whole bunch of archers. But yeah, if he starts putting out cav, this will work out probably okay. Can't get into combat this round, but we could move into the forest. I mean, they could stand in the mountain to defend. Honestly, I kind of want them to attack here. So I'll try to lure them out. Because Greenfinger, you know, I wanted to build up his meter anyway, and... Alright, so he's going to move across. We can take the mountain pass. If he stands here, we can stand in the mountains and stab him. Or slash him, sorry. Stabbers are the other guys. Get together, Blue. Get together. Alright, so we got pikemen, pikemen, and pikemen. So many cheap pikemen. We're making 700 gold now, which is... Actually, maybe we're not making that much. How much are we making per turn? We are making... No, we're making 600 gold. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... You know what? I think I was wrong. I don't think barracks count for income. First turn, maybe should have just got the town. We would have had, like, 500 more gold if we just gone for this on the first turn. You live, you learn. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Towns and Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna get some knights. I really like knights. They're so much faster. Lots of tactical options. We're gonna start getting better units, because the slow units we've had a wave of slow units, and now a couple knights to go quick. And I would like to get some trebuchets, because well, I haven't had a good chance to really get value out of them. It should be really easy to hold these choke points with a trebuchet or two. And this should be fine. I mean, we'll take a little bit of damage, but he'll regenerate it fairly quick. I mean, they're in the mountains, so they get extra defense, but yeah, I have a feeling one commander could deal with probably 3 or 4 low-tier units on his own. Now, it'll change once these guys start showing up. Alright. Puppy can't attack. We're gonna get some basic damage on the pike. And we might have to send these guys back to heal, but healing these guys is super cheap anyway. It doesn't really matter. That's, like, surprisingly even. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll move into the slightly more defensive grass instead of the road. As we wait for our lines to get up there. Stabber versus Slasher. Slash, stab, stab, slash. He would die. Actually, he can't even make it that far anyway, so that's not a problem. I'm gonna stand in the forest, though, in case... Try to take their house, too. 70%. That'd be a little bit risky. Well... I'm not gonna have reinforcements for too long, so no, let's not do that. What I'll do is I'll plan to have Greenfinger hopefully protect until my reinforcements get up there. And we'll worry about taking their town once these 2 units are dead, theoretically. Because next turn, or at least in the next couple turns, we'll have some more power coming up. Alright. We're going to have a row of pikes come into the battle. And I'm going to bring out another knight, because I've got the money for it. Or, I'm just going to kind of often stick to what they're called in the human armies, but, you know what I mean, right? Alright, Sedge, what you going to recruit?
Huh?
Uh-oh. It's a grave crime to use the Guardians of the Forest against another Florent. They do get Titans. Cheaters.
So, Greenfinger won't use Gloom Giants. All the better for Sedge.
I guess I should get that trebuchet up quick. Should be okay. This is probably a suicidal attack. Or very nearly, anyway. Yeah, got it. Good. Cleaned it up. Alright. Archer Knights. How do we do this? This guy's going to be a problem if I don't heal up. I can feel the energies of the forest building within me. As ever, I will use them to summon great vines to shield my allies or trap my foes. It saddens me that you, Sedge, now fall into the latter category. Probably wipe out those archers. Not in a great position to deal with the knights either, but... I don't really want to lure him into attacking yet. This guy's going to be a little bit annoying. Maybe I should... I mean, we could kill the archer, or we could halfway kill the knight. What would be more useful here? Or we could do a good amount of damage to their town. No, I'm probably going to attack. I'll probably save my special for next round to block in the Titan on the bridge. Because it's going to take... I should have saved 200 gold last time. It would be really nice to have a trebuchet on the way right now. Probably invested too much in pikemen, honestly. Seemed like a good idea at the time, but, like, these guys are doing nothing. They're not contributing at all. We're gonna kill this guy. Kind of just want to pull my swordsman out of the way so they don't get killed by the knight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could block him in down there. Heal up. Do I want to heal up? Yeah, I mean, might as well. Okay, I'm gonna pull you back. I'm gonna heal you up. Of course, you can't actually go. It's fine. It's fine. You can heal up next turn. We're gonna block the knight in, so I should be safe. I mean, he's not gonna be able to kill them. We're gonna use Greenfinger to wipe out their range. Now, the knight, I don't think without a crit he can one-shot a swordsman. He might be able to. I mean, if I'd done damage to him instead, the archer would have just, you know, they still could have teamed up on killed my swordsman, so there's probably not a whole lot I could do to save that. If that's what they do. So I'm out of his range there. Good. Don't want to get a crit on my knight just as I show up. Okay, so I want to save enough money for a trebuchet for next turn, which means I'm making 700 a turn, right? Exactly? No, I'm making 600 per turn. Don't forget. So I need to save. I wanted to buy a shooter, but that would put me $100 short. So don't do that. Guess I'll just save the money. I mean, we'll probably want 2 trebuchets anyway. If we're going to get stuck fighting giants on the bridges. Alright, so he ran around. I don't think this was a crit. I didn't count it out. We should still be okay here. Like, it's not ideal, but that's the problem next turn if I don't do anything. Oh, that smart Alec. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want to put my my wild growth here. Now I'm thinking if I move back a tile, the swordsman can attack with a crit. The knight can't do anything though. It's not ideal. Or we could try to take their town. Yeah, we'll still try to take their town. Getting that income. Ooh, we could make a run across. Unfortunately, I just didn't quite get the angle there that I wanted. Alright, let's do some damage to their town first. This is the obvious first step. Looks like we'll be able to take it out of the battle here for sure. Technically, I might have been able to get this guy a crit if I cared, but it doesn't matter. I could also just capture it right now would be an option, but the Titan is just going to walk in there and start killing us. And it's going to be a couple turns before I have trebuchets ready, because they can't move and fire. I know that's not the only way to kill them, surely, but yeah, I'm going to need some sacrificial swordsmen down here. It's definitely not ideal. This has not gone quite the way I was hoping. Now, if I use his move, hold on, I want to see what the range of it is. I think it's fairly long. Looks like 1, 2, 3. It's at least 5 squares away from him, I think. 5 tiles within a range of 5. Yeah, okay. So I want to put one there for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can move to here and still use it. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's only 4 tiles away. So we could technically move even as far back as here. I wish I could move, attack, and then put it down, but I have to decide whether or not I want to leave this gap open for my I probably should. Get an attack in, put a blocker here, here, here. You can't really move to the water anyway. Or at least not this kind. It's not a shallow water, it's like a full-on river. It's not shallow. So you need to fly probably to get over that. Just the 3? And I could also block, I could, instead of attacking here, I could move back and then block this entire 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Not sure if which is smarter. Getting some damage. We'll still have a pretty good choke point one way or the other. Yeah, we'll try that. We're not going to block that. It just make their life... Maybe they'll be dumb and they'll attack some stuff over there if I put a couple blockers there. Would have been nice to cover both of the bridge tiles up. That would be, like, perfect. We'll see what happens.
Nature's cry.
Probably it'll make their archer have a bit of a harder time, you know.
This Greenfinger should stay away. Sedge will bite, Sedge will kill.
Alright, and then this is not ideal, but I gotta get some damage on this dumb thing. Alright, so hopefully we can clean this up next turn and start figuring out what we're gonna do with that with the Titan soon enough. Or what are they called here? I always forget. Just giant, not actually Titans. Do I heal up? Yeah. Yeah, I should still heal up. It's cheap. It does use up a lot of the town's life to heal up these swordsmen, but it's very cheap. So. Now maybe I'll have enough pikemen that I can make a pike wall to deal with giants. I don't know. Sounds a bit silly. I think next turn I'll recruit another trebuchet. We'll get some money next turn. All right, I'm feeling okay so far. A little bit scared, but oh, good, it's being dumb. It's so dumb. We distracted it. Good, it would take its 2 turns to clear the bridge anyway. Oh yeah, this is great. Yes, waste your time with the vines, you fools. You fools. Puppies are no match for vines. Yes. 'Tis nothing. Now, I know they wilt over time, but still. That's great. What a great way to just waste all of their time. Okay, so first things first. Still can't quite get that kill. Kind of just want them wasting their time. Now, they're kind of in my way to a degree, but let's use the soldier. Now, how close is this? 36? I bet you even a full-strength slasher couldn't kill it. So I think we'll have this guy who's got little to do go in there and capture. So that'll bring us up to 700 gold a turn. I definitely want at least one more trebuchet, so let's get that going. And then looks like they might be thinking of trying to cross this side now, which wouldn't be dumb. I definitely want my pikemen in range so that next turn we can make a good wall out of these guys. And I want my swordsmen to come move down a little bit, because they're supposed to be getting crits with their commander. Now, from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't get far enough for this guy to attack. We could attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a crit. But I mean, the knight might be able to just kill the puppy immediately if we can get an attack there. which we could do if we let Greenfinger kill the knight first. I was thinking of letting Greenfinger heal, but charging up his next wild vine would be really good. Wild growth. So we'll let. Sure, whatever. We'll heal up one of our soldiers. We'll kill. I wasn't 100% sure if we would do enough damage here, but I'm really hopeful. All right, good. So that puts him at 40%. This is a critical, as it turns out. Oh, we can walk through our own vines. That's also very handy. I didn't know that for sure. Makes sense, but... So we can pass, but they cannot. Gandalf would be so proud. Alright, this is looking really solid. I mean, the giants are a little scary, but otherwise... We had a really good... We conquered the Central Island really well there. So I'm liking this. Alright, knights and dogs, no match for pikes and vines. Oof, does a lot of damage. Right, I gotta remember that these guys... The Titans, what do? They get criticals when they are below a certain health amount. So he'll probably be able to move over next turn. If the AI is smart, the archer will move and attack, and then the Titan can move in, basically. The Titan has 5 movements, so worst case scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can stand on that tile. So we probably don't want to leave anyone in range. And how much is the range on these things? 5. So if I got to here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough. So we're still not going to get to use the trebuchets next round. But we'll move them up. We could start attacking up here, but I feel like that would just... I don't think it'd be terribly advantageous. I need my trebuchets up so I can deal with, you know, their forces. I'll probably get a terrible star rating because I play too defensively in these sorts of games for the way the game likes. So what I'm gonna do... 30%. I'm gonna use all of this town to heal up. No, I'm gonna do the knight first because I want to heal up Greenfinger, but he regenerates, so he doesn't need to get to 100%, the same as the knights kind of do. So I'm assuming these guys will move up. Let's not let them get first strike. Start positioning ourselves in a nice way to make some good walls. You're gonna move out. We're gonna leave this tile empty so that if the Titan moves up, it can only attack a vine. Assuming the AI is smart. They might be dumb, but you never know. Let's get you down. Pikemen closer. Swordsman. Leave it up. We got pretty good ambush. I don't have any. I wish I had some archers and stuff. I don't have enough. I don't have like any range ready to go yet. We're gonna get the knight kind of in the middle, ready to. What I would like optimally is like maybe the archer moves to here, Titan goes up this way, the knight can just go finish the archer off instantly. But I mean, it's unlikely. Okay. Figuring my moves out, that's all. Alright, so that puts Greenfinger at 90%. He'll heal up pretty quick. Technically, he can probably deal with the Titan on his own. It's 40% health for criticals on them. Got ourselves back up here. Am I recruiting anything this turn? And I might want another trebuchet, to be fair. I didn't even notice. I could get a shooter this turn. Let's get another trebuchet next turn. Instead of spending all my money on archers. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the tree went first, or the giant went first. Tree, whatever. Should be giant. You know, like the Ents. Alright, so they're massing up for a big attack here, or something. Honestly, though, I'd rather they waited a turn, because the closer my trebuchets are, the better. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Sedge, or not Sedge, Greenfinger's halfway charged up with 95% health. This town is trashed, but that's okay. So he can move 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Theoretically, he could get to these ones. I would still optimally like him to attack these shrubs and then have us, you know, do the counter. That still makes sense? Is that what I would do? I'm not being very offensive on this side either, to be honest. The AI is being very defensive considering they have less income than I do. Like, realistically, I could overwhelm them just with money at this point, right? Because we're making, well, an extra 200 gold per turn over, and we already outnumber them significantly. Speaking of which, trebuchet. Trebuchet! I think 3 is enough. I'll probably get some archers or knights after that. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keeping Greenfinger down here. The archer could shoot him, but it's not going to make much difference. I'm fairly certain the Titan can one-shot like swordsman. Yeah, so that's exactly how far he can move. We're not going to give him any free kills. Alright, how far can these guys go? So, hopefully he stops here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Or... also got to keep an eye on their knight, I suppose, to be honest. But yeah. I just don't want the knights to kill my trebuchets this time. I think we move up to here. We don't worry about crits from these things too much just yet. It's more important to just get them in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I left it here, we might have a shot if he was really dumb. Like, the AI should not be dumb enough to move there if 2 trebuchets can hit it. So, let's just make it closer to the front line, basically. Alright, and then on the north side... I mean, I could move 1 sacrificial pawn up, but I think it's smarter to wait for my range to get here. He should have rushed before I had a chance to get the trebuchets. Oh, he gets trebuchets too. Well, that's smart for him. I didn't know he would get those. I suppose it makes sense that he would get the full complement, but... Alright, so he's got a giant up front, archers behind. That's pretty good setup. Cav behind the archers is less genius, but... It's time to move over that bridge, though, 100%. Definitely going to move over there. Okay, so first off, we get 1 trebuchet shot. 60% damage, or we just demolish some poor archers. We don't need to worry about that. Everybody else can demolish the poor archers. Now, if we start dealing with trebuchets here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's dangerous to cross the bridge, but we can stand on the bridge fairly safely. So, how do we do this? How much damage can... So you can do 40. So if the trebuchet does 60, Greenfinger should be able to finish it off. And then we need somebody to kill the archer and the knight. And I've got 2 knights that should be able to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be a crit against their knight. Should be good. These guys... I might even use this knight to go on the north side. Yeah. Assuming we can kill the archer with somebody, which I haven't really thought of too much. Alright, first up. Oh yeah, the critical. That's fair. So if I had positioned this guy differently, we could have got a critical on the giant. That would have been the best. But yeah, it's more important to kill the giants than the archers. Archers are weak. So that puts him in his critical counter, but theoretically we'll just one-shot him anyway. And this should get us our groove, or very close to it.
Forward!
Alright, one giant cleaned up. 93%. Pretty close. Alright, I'm trusting the numbers. 105% damage here. I was hoping this guy would be strong enough with a crit. Beautiful. Oh, wait. Not beautiful. You didn't finish it. Terrible. Now it means I can't... Take it back. I thought I was all excited. And they did a bad job. Now they're... Well, they failed me. Alright. North side. What are we doing up here? Crossing the bridge? I guess we're crossing the bridge. It's gonna be kind of slow. So... Don't think I rushed the cav across. Although, I mean, could these guys really do very much damage to a cav? I feel like it would be annoying, but I don't think they'd one-shot it. What I want is the cav ready to move next turn if they move up, kind of like... Also, Sedge is going to be up here, so I gotta be a little bit careful, because the commander's pretty strong. It's a pretty good choke point. Like, the reason I'm not rushing across is the reason this is so effective down here. If they were smart, they could defend with these mountains even better than mine slightly, because they've got really good choke points here on their inside of the bridge. I mean, I think 5 units up that side's probably enough. Now, they're going to move their trebuchet up, so we might be doing a little bit of back and forth thing here. Although on the positive side, we might be able to break the line and then use the cav to kill the trebuchet. That'd be risky, but you never know. It might work. 5. If I stand there, I can shoot just as far as from here. Except I don't think trebuchets can move through the forest. So from here, we'll be able to move up later. Yeah, the bridge is mine. Now that we've got double trebuchet here, I don't think they can hold this bridge. And 100,000 bucks. We've got lots of money. Do I want shooters? Yes. I mean, we might have enough units to win as it is, but a couple mobile rangers is probably not the worst thing I could add in. Although perhaps just more knights would have been better because they'd actually get to the front faster. But theoretically, we should be in a position to overwhelm. Alright, so archers taking pot shots. Doesn't really matter. Knights, this is what's gonna hurt. This was something I was trying to avoid. Sheesh. At least we got lucky with the 2% survive after all. Alright. So it's gonna be very difficult to break all the way through to that trebuchet. So this has now become a battle of zoning. Or suiciding units. Well, we can clear the bridge pretty easily. I think we can push over and kill that trebuchet without any real worries. We got our siege tanks in position first, so that gives us the advantage. Yeah, you never try to deploy a siege tank in range of other siege tanks, because this is what happens. Man, I love those things. It's my favorite unit by a fairly large margin. Okay. Yeah, that was nothing. Okay, let's start running the archers up one way or the other, and I'll recruit a knight while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so up here, what are we doing? They've sort of abandoned the north side. Now, if I didn't plan on dealing with the catapult trebuchet, he could defend this as well. It's not a bad position, but we can definitely capture that this turn if I want to be really brave. I mean, moving the cav up like that is pretty dangerous. Let's deal with this side first. So, he's got 100%. Oh, we could troll like crazy here. We could kill the trebuchet and move up and then block Sedge in so he can't actually counter. That's probably what you should do. So let's use the furthest away slasher to kill the pathetic archer. I need to make sure I've got someone strong enough to actually kill the trebuchet in one round. Although I'm pretty sure the knights can do it like pretty much for sure. Or what are they called anyway? Seeing as I'm using all the wrong names. The Green Guard. 85%, hey. 128 with a crit. Well, that'll probably do. They're actually fairly sturdy. It's just, when I was playing with them, the knights really picked them off really well, the enemy knights. But yeah, they seem to have a fair bit of HP. Is that what I want to do? Rush up, kill, move up, block, take a town as well, just because we're... I mean, I might lose... I think it's time to switch from defensive to aggressive mode here. Because this is... I might lose a unit, but this is going to be an unrecoverable round. Like, there's no way they recover from this round where we push up like this. I mean, there's no way. Keep one of these guys on the north side. Alright, down here we've got Greenfinger, a mostly destroyed soldier. I guess I don't have as many extra units down here as I was expecting, but we should be okay. I'm a little bit worried about this knight, but I think it's still worth it to take the catapult or trebuchet out of the way. I mean, you gotta kill it before it starts dealing damage, or this happens. This is also our round, because next turn my trebuchets aren't going to do much because I have to move them up. That's probably what we should do, though. Move to here. Block out. Probably put a tree here. If I'm here, we can go 1, 2, 3... maybe even 4. And then our knights will be pretty safe. Yeah, I think that's smart. Do I want to block? They don't really block me. I mean, I also don't even care if they want to attack Greenfinger. Like, if someone wants to stand there and attack him, it's not that bad. That's probably smart, though. I don't think this guy can do a 2 move. He can't actually get to the mountain. He'd have to do two. He's got 3 movements, so 1, 2 can't make it up. Could block the backfield a little bit. The archer's going to get a free shot. Maybe we take a chance... No, I mean, I could... Because Sedge, I think they can move through their towns. Or through that way. Like, the pikemen could move down and attack. And the archer, I think that... You know, an archer plus one of their stronger units could kill the knight. Yeah, we'll block it up.
Nature will claim you.
I was thinking I could do a backfield growth that they might distract them, but you never know how smart or dumb the AI will be. Okay, I guess that's it for another round. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Alright, what's he gonna do? He wastes his turn on some plants. I mean, he does good damage, but... So 1 pikeman moved up to fight these cav. That's okay. It's gonna hurt, but we took out their city already. So technically, we can use the city to heal now. Their own city. Unless they recapture it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, they did some damage to my knights. That's okay. That's fine. Puppy dogs, chewing on plants. Alright. I didn't lose anything. That was kind of the goal. Now, what do we do from here? I think we're in position to pretty much dominate the northern route. I can heal up my knight a little bit. Put some pressure across this way. We could actually get a crit here. Move over and then crit. Knight up to heal. And then I'll block so the knight is a bit safer with some more pikemen. I'm curious if a crit will actually win this immediately. It's pretty close. Roads are dangerous. You don't get any defense. And he was already injured. Oh, we did kill him. Right, because he was a little bit injured. All right. So that means I should probably still move the knight. I was thinking I didn't need to. I was like, I want to have like a pike formation here. You just be very aggressive. No, that's too aggressive. Yeah, I think no matter what, we're going to heal the knight up. So we're going to move him safety. Spend a bunch of money. It's good to have some money now in the bank so we can do this forward healing. Alright, that's the north side dealt with. They're not even going to be able to recapture. Next turn, we can probably wipe out pretty much anything they have on the north side. South side's a little bit harder to push. They've got 4 units down here. It might be just a good turn to move my Triapults up and kind of pull back a little bit here. Let my knight heal up, although not that we have any. Can't even really attack. I put the hedges in such a manner that we can't, like, they blocked their side of it. Like, that might have been a pretty smart move. They've set it up so that I can't just you know, move through my walls and get around. So I can actually kill the archer. I can't actually attack here at all. So it is a pullback kind of round here. Now they'll probably kill at least 2 of them, so they'll be able to start moving forward. The question is where I want my Triapults and where I want to make the line. I think we do something like this and have Sedge, maybe, or not Sedge, sorry, we have Greenfinger guard the front of the bridge. Yeah, I think that's the way we'll do this. So that, depending on where they are next turn, we should definitely have a couple Triapult hits. If we're lucky, Sedge will be close enough that we'll just kill him instantly and it'll be the end of the game. And this way, only like one of them could attack Greenfinger. There should be no risk of him actually dying, as far as I can tell. And I'm going to stop recruiting so that I've got money for heals. Also, I'd be surprised if these guys make it in time to do anything. And that's it for another round. I think we pretty much got this. Unless they switch north and it just drags down a little bit longer. Alright. Swords versus... slashing versus stabbing. Stabbing should be victorious overall, yeah. And Sedge might be able to kill those. Oh, sorry, I skipped through it. I think he killed it. Oh, the dogs decided to take away my income. That's fine. We do have a critical counter here. Although they're in the mountains, so not quite as effective. Looks like they're not being very aggressive on the south side, which is probably smart. If they saw the trebuchets, they probably shouldn't. But I think they're still in range, or at least one of them. Yeah. Not Sedge. One, two, three, four. Oh, 6 squares away. All right. Oh, but they can attack. I didn't even realize that. Of course. You can hit towns with them. That's what they're built for. Say goodbye to your income. And say goodbye to your archer. Jeez. These things are so good. Someone's going to watch this video and be like, Blue, these things are useless. They can't even move and shoot. They're terrible for offensive strategies. Alright. Probably attack Sedge. He can't, he doesn't get any, he has no allies, so he can't get any reinforcements right now. He's getting close to charging up his groove. And that's a 35% damage to the counter, that we don't counter, so you gotta remember that. Let's deal with the north side, let's unpuzzle this. They got puppies. I'd like to recapture possible. Okay, so we can still, you can move through neutral towns. We could one-shot, potentially one-shot the puppies. Although, I mean, I've got pikemen that might be able to handle that. Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares is not a crit. Although we could kill the swordsman. Then we block off these guys' path, although we could focus. I think I might lose the knights against the pikemen if I do that next turn. Might be smarter to kill the puppies. Alternatively, we could go after the next building. How much money does he have in the bank? None. He's barely got any income left. Even if we can't kill Sedge, like, let's see how much, like, to be honest, we'll probably win next turn just by killing his boss. Unless he's really smart and plays, like, sort of runs back and buys himself some more time, basically. I'll definitely be blocking path as well. Okay, so let me see. Just puzzling this northern route out. I think we go for the 100% puppy kill, because that would be very, very helpful. Just get these out of the way so we can move stuff around. We did not get the 100% kill. The random numbers got me again. Alright. Then we're not going to be able to kill the swordsman. Yeah, I mean, we could almost ignore the puppy, to be honest, but we get a crit there. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Just trying to think of the most efficient way. I'm probably overthinking it at this point. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't really help. 1, 2, 3. We could attack, kill, capture. Still couldn't get both of these attacks off. I don't think there's anything. There's no way. Seeing as we missed this kill, there's no way to get all the kills I wanted, basically. Also, don't forget that we're going to get hit by a ranged knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a crit, at least. All right, I think I like this move one way or the other. This will put the house in range of easy cap. I think we take this kill, although this guy's a little bit dangerously low health. But that's fine. We get another unit out of the way. It's fine to lose some units, don't get me wrong. I like keeping everybody alive. You could capture, heal. Is that worth it? Does that matter? Use them to kill. Yeah, I mean, it's efficient in a way. I don't know. It gets more full health pikemen to the left side where they're needed. Doesn't really matter very much. But he's ready to go next turn. I think the puppies are so dead, it's probably still better to actually attack the swordsman. Even though we won't get the kill. The puppies just can't really do anything, and now these guys can't do anything either. Now on the south side, no, the Sedge can't even make it, but that's fine. We're gonna move both swordsmen across. Oh no, we're gonna move Triapult across. Change plans. More forward pressure, basically. Our Cav is can't really heal and get into range. Send this guy up because there's nothing else to do down the side. I think we're probably pretty good. I may have actually misclicked there. Anyway, let's see what happens. I'm trying not to drag it on too long, but I'm trying to also not play stupidly, so it's a tricky balance. Alright, so Sedge is playing defensive, which isn't dumb, but that's what the computer often does. I think we didn't lose our knights yet, so, you know, trying to keep them alive. Hopefully these guys should be fine for one hit. I'm gonna need to do some switching out there. Honestly, just please destroy some of these vines. They're more counterproductive now. Okay. Turn 16. I didn't even check, but I guess there's no capital to take over. Enemy stronghold or Sedge, but... Oh no, it's right here. To be fair, it might have been possible to push on the north side with the Triapults and just, you know, win it that way. Alright, so do we probably attack Sedge again, keep on the pressure. Let's see. Puppies are basically dead. The most dangerous unit on the north side is the Cav. My Cav's mostly dead. One of my pikes is nearly dead. Definitely want to pull him away if we want to keep him alive. Oh, if I move the Cav out of the way, we'll get a big crit here. Then this guy can move over crit here. We can attack that, capture that, assuming we can get this dog out of the way. Gotta get these puppies out of the way. Yeah, the blockade here is a little bit rough. It's definitely a good choke point. And I don't have any ranged units. Like, if I had, like, one Triapult up here, this would be much, much easier to deal with. Alright, so first things first. Destroy the enemy unit that we can hit with range. It's always simple. Start with the easy decisions. It's also pretty smart to, I think, pretty sensible to go for an attack here. Because he'll regenerate the same as we do. So if you leave him alone, he'll start to heal up and it'll just take longer. But one-on-one now, there's no way he should be able to win. I'll probably still take this, I guess. Nah, it's probably smarter to capture, honestly. Block up the route so I can move my catapults. Not like I need the money, but this gives me somewhere to heal if I need Greenfinger to heal for some reason. Yeah, well, this is the only guy that can really capture it. I'm gonna move the knights up to here. Am I? Am I actually gonna do that? Sedge is pretty injured. Yeah, we're gonna do that. That gives me a spot to move up my catapults. I'm gonna capture here. And then I can move up this catapult a little bit. Wouldn't be safe probably to move much further, but, you know, just puts the pressure on them a little bit more. More knights coming. More reinforcements. More reinforcements. Got lots of money in the bank. All right, now let's puzzle out this north thing. I had lots of ideas. Pull out of the way. Get the not a kill. I think I wanted to use this guy to capture. If I move this out of the way, the knight could kill the puppies, technically. But then I can't... Yeah, the puppies have to go down first. I have to move the knights to attack their knights. Alright, we're gonna do this. I like these kind of games. It's so much like... It's like a giant, complicated chess match. Without the boringness of chess. Alright. This is not enough damage. Pull the knights out of the way, heal up a little bit. Yeah, we don't really have... We're not going to be able to capture this turn. My eyes were bigger than my belly. It was a good idea, but I just don't have the number of attacks necessary. We'll do some good cleanup, though. We could start putting pressure on their capital. Let's get these dogs out of the way. These things have been messing up my movement for too long. Let's get these dogs out of here. Alright, and then... I think it's pretty much over one way or the other. I like to keep... I could move up and kill this guy, but we'd lose our formation. So let's just finish off another house. And then next turn we can... I mean, they shouldn't have any money. He's not going to be able to recruit anything strong anymore. Right? It's like, this is over. It's done. He can't recover. There's no possible way. I was considering trying to, injure these puppies, but they do a surprising amount of damage on their first strike, and then they die and they're useless. But all right, so they've got the mountains, but we've got the crits. See, you know what? I bet you there were some people like, Blue, wasting your money on all these pikemen. Oh, they're so slow. They're terrible. And then I got this cool pike wall up here in the enemy base, and like they attack, they do some damage, but we always get a critical back. Alright, we're dangerously close here. I'm glad I captured that town, because I actually might need to heal him up. It's too close, because now if he gets his groove, he can just one-shot us. And he's like one turn away from that, unless we can kill him right now. Well, at least we can heal up. We can kill their reinforcements. The siege tank line is invincible. It doesn't make the battles quick, but it sure makes them safe. I mean, maybe we can just kill him after all right now. Alright, with that, 21%, he's got 27. Yeah, I think these two can kill him combined. Let's clean up the north side first, because we've been working so hard. We want to get our... Not like it makes any difference at all, but let's clean it up so it looks nice and pretty. Definitely took some damage. We didn't have a lot of extras to spare over on this side. Can't make it far enough. Just trying to see if I can get some more kills, basically. Just racking up that kill meter. Sure, why not? Get the kill counter even higher. They owe it to me. Can't quite get that. That's fine. Anyway, we're fine. So... Knight first. Goodbye, Sedge. You put up an interesting fight. He needed to recruit more giants. To be fair, in the grand scheme of things, what really won us this battle, we pushed forward quick enough to take over the central island from him before he could start investing in his expensive units. So we had the extra 300 per turn to pump out all these triopolts, and with them, he has no chance. So, goodbye. The economy game wins it again. Macro almost always beats micro, guys. It's the way of the world. Even if I make some tactical missteps. I had more money. Finally, an end to this dark chapter.
Sedge.
This saddens me, Sedge. After the opportunities I have given you, the trust I have placed in you,
Enough.
I believed we had made progress, but you shun redemption. I was a fool to believe you could change. Leave now, Sedge. You are no longer welcome in the Florid Lands.
Sedge is going.
Watch your step.
But Greenfinger should watch the shadows. And so should Greenfinger's shiny cherrystone princess.
Well, that's not the last of him.
Waste.
Should just kill them. That would be the end of it. Nobody ever kills people in cutscenes. What do we get? A bee B for bad. I didn't even lose a single unit. So what I'm learning as we're playing through is I have a feeling the stars and the rank are far more concerned with your turns than your troop efficiency. And I've been playing a game of kind of like Fire Emblem style where you don't want to lose anybody, which is how we've done a lot of Let's Plays of Fire Emblem and stuff like that. XCOM, Fire Emblem, those sorts of things, where losing a soldier is worse than taking a couple extra turns. And I think it's a slightly change of perspective for these missions. Not like it matters. Like, I don't know if the stars do anything, but if we want to get optimal, internet points, we actually have to go faster at the expense of being efficient. Throw units away to win in less turns, and then you'll get more points. I kind of think that's how these battles are set up, and I'm just, it's hard to break out of my my habit of trying not to lose anybody, because like Shining Force, Fire Emblem, XCOM, so many strategy games are permadeath kind of thing, or at least significant penalties if you lose anybody. Whereas this is more of a kind of a units are completely replaceable, don't worry about it. It's just hard to remember. Anyway, we've learned about Sedge. Let's read about Sedge before we end our episode, and then next episode we will head on out to whatever we'll finally progress the main story is what we'll do. Codex. Sedge. Not much is known about Sedge's sapling years when he was a little shrubbery. The Florin population numbers above 100,000. That's a lot of plant people. But not one of the tribes united was under Greenfinger Zawan's rule has ever come forward to claim this vicious individual as one of their own. Many Florin respect Sedge, impressed by the hunting prowess and uncompromising nature this skilled warrior displays. He's more murderous than huntery, really. However, a far greater number fear the unpredictability and sadism about which many tales are told. Unlike many others, Greenfinger Zawan has faith that Sedge's tactical skills and combative rapacity, we're using I can't even think of the word, it's too wordy. Anyway, combative rapacity, I'm not even sure how to say that one, honestly, can be nurtured for the collective Florin. Good. And therefore made Sedge a commander, conferring encouragement, responsibility, and the opportunity to make a difference. Such a nice guy. A Greenfinger can't simply dismiss even the most violent individuals. It's their duty to nurture their followers and provide a way for each and every Florin to live up to their potential. However, as the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Hilarious. Anyway, that's Sedge. I'm sure he'll end up joining up with the Necromancers or something. Makes sense at this point. Yeah, alright. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll probably replay it eventually. I might just have to accept that I'm not going to be getting 3-star gold S ranks on everything, because I'm just not typically that aggressive throwaway units kind of player. I'd probably be terrible at PvP because I play predictably and defensively. And you kind of got to be able to mix things up and be ready to throw away a pawn every now and then, I guess. That's why I don't play chess either. Anyway, I like my defensive strategies. It's safe. I always win if I'm safe, but it takes longer. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Against the AI, I always win. That's the rule, right? Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more Wargroove.